First up is the apt Cooper pairing of Jutta Kleinschmidt, and brand new to the championship this season, it is Nasser Al-Attiyah. He was second in the car, and they have a whole heap of experience in the SAP.
Yeah, they do. I mean, of course, Jutta Kleinschmidt, the only woman to have won the Dakar outright. Nasser Al-Attiyah won it 4 times, but a mistake for him at the finish. He looped back round to go through, but it cost the team a lot of time. He was a little bit frustrated by that, but they were looking super quick out there. They're going to be a threat this weekend, definitely.
Yeah, almost 35 seconds of time that loop back cost. Maybe would have been better just to go through the board and take the penalty. There we go. Chip Ganassi next up. You can see the Hummer EV looking beautiful. A livery change for them.
Yeah, Kyle Leduc on another big push. We know both these drivers are super spectacular. This is now on board with Sarah Prix. She took the wheel for the second half of the run. Track conditions not too tricky, but the car's still getting kicked about. Can they get a change in luck compared to last year? I certainly hope so.
They desperately need it, don't they? So pretty decent time set by them. Next up, it was the Genesis Andretti United pairing of Katie Mullins and Timmy Hansen. They went all in. Hyperdrive didn't get into the bay quite right though, so picked up a 5-second penalty. We saw a lot of those.
Yeah, lots of teams making mistakes in that switch zone. The stewards being really strict about their entry, their exit, where they place the car, the speed limit. So yeah, 5 seconds on, but it kind of meant that everybody had the same penalty come the end of the session. Brilliant run by them. On to X44, of course, other masters of qualifying.
Yep, Gutierrez and Loeb, as you say, top qualifiers every time last time. But look at that, Loeb right on the knife edge, up on 2 wheels, managing to land it again. But my word, the conditions out there, even for a legend like him, really tough.
Yeah, all of the 9 World Rally Championships needed to hold on to that one. This man, of course, has got 4 World Rally Cross Championships and is the current Extreme champion, but with a new teammate.
Yep, Michaela Arling-Kotolinski taking up the steering wheel for them as well. She did a cracking job out there. They really went and showed their mark, and I think they are hot favourites for this weekend as things stand.
JBXE next car out. That, of course, is where Molly Taylor has ended up. So Kevin Hansen was with the squad last year from round 2 after Jensen took over in management duties. And last minute they signed Molly, who of course departed RXR. Should be a really good pairing, but it didn't go according to plan, Jenny. Just as they went over this rocky area, we heard quite a loud bang, and something at the rear of the car was broken on suspension and drivetrain.
Yeah, Molly had to just bring it home, really. It was a very slow time, so they'll hope that they can get that car turned around for the second part of qualifying, because Molly really wanted to come into this and succeed.
Acciona Sainz up next. Leia Sanz and Carlos Sainz both, of course, have been out in Saudi Arabia earlier this year for the Dakar Rally. So kind of familiar with the conditions, although we had seen some rain this morning, meaning that the sand was a little bit heavier than normal. Look at this, Carlos Sainz, El Matador, maximum attack over the finish line. Whew, sigh of relief for Leia.
Yeah, it was really exciting, wasn't it? Talking about Excite, this was next up. It was the car of the Excite Energy Racing team. Ollie Bennett would take over from Molinaro. Now, Tamara getting a chance to go in because of COVID, ruling out Clara Anderson. They did a really good job out there, a really sound first run. I think they'll be delighted with that, bearing in mind it was such a close session.
On then to Veloce. Lance Woolridge, of course, signed by the team after he did such a good job in the UK at the end of last year. Christine GZ took over. They looked like they were on for fastest time. Boom. First car to get caught out. Super deep sandy ruts. The conditions have got trickier through the session, and poor Christine GZ was left hanging from the belts upside down in the wrecked Veloce. Shock for the team. On board now.
Yeah, really hard to watch, isn't it, when you know that there's a big impact coming. Christine suffering from a problem with her right ankle. She's gone to hospital to have scans. The team are trying to get that car ready for qualifying. It's just good to know she wasn't seriously hurt.
Debut then for McLaren XE. Unbelievable to have such a name in this brilliant series. Emma Gilmore, who drove for Veloce last year for a couple of events, took the wheel first of all before handing over to American superstar Tanner Faust. There's nothing Tanner hasn't won in, but this is a really new experience for him. Gritted teeth.
Yeah, really pushed to the end and set a decent enough time for them, finishing in 7th. So let's have a look at the classifications, where that leaves everybody. You can see Christopherson and Arlen Kotolinski with RXR leading the way, but right behind them, X44.
Yeah, familiar names at the top of the table. Odds go to one heat, evens go to the other. Looking forward to some wheel-to-wheel racing, see who's going to get the best of each other at this tricky track. Green light now, Prix starts Sebastian Loeb in the middle of the grid, but pretty even traction across the whole run. I think Sainz maybe's got a bit of run on him. Al-Attiyah dropping back. Loeb now takes the lead nicely. Sainz going to slot in behind or try and get alongside. Sarah Price moves across as they come up towards the funnel. She shuts the door on Al-Attiyah. Al-Attiyah makes a pass up the inside. absolutely stunning move from Alatia, carried mega pace through there. Oh, some contact between them. Contact between Sainz and Alatia. Sainz looks like he's got broken steering. I think they were either side of a flag there, maybe trying to make it through the gate together. Watch for Kyle Leduc now. Weinschmidt uses the hyperdrive, but extra pace here alongside. He's going to know what she's done. Is he going to respond and use his? He passes her anyway.
Now she comes down the hill towards the finishing line, and she is going to keep the clean sweep. Top qualifying once again in the first of our qualifying races. It goes to X44. Congratulations to Logan Gutierrez. What a lap it was, an absolute stunner. Right, we are ready to go. 5 cars. Qualifying 2, Heat 2. Racing for qualifying, and it is a green light here in Saudi Arabia in Neom. Let's see who's got the best start at the moment. It's Andretti United on the far right that seem to be doing a good job. The McLaren, and then it's RXR trying to take on the line of Andretti United. This is going to be a close one coming into turn 1. You can see the sand flinging out all the way. McLaren taking the inside line and trying to sneak past Andretti United. Are they going to be able to do that? It looks like they're trying their might. But oh, that's a lot of air there for Faust. He's doing his stunt driving on this track, and it's not exactly what was required.
Full risk from Tanner Faust there, trying to catch up to Genesis Andretti United's Timmy Hansen, and that was just, it was a brilliant start by both of them. And look how close Tanner Faust is now to Timmy Hansen. So Faust going ultra late on the brakes, carrying the speed up onto the rocks at the top. He looks across to the right-hand side, going to try and go up the inside line here. Timmy Hansen out wide will get better exit speed. Faust is late on the brakes. Oh, he's so close now, tries to go on an alternate line down the hill on the other side. Tanner Faust, has he found a better line than Hansen? You ride on board as he comes down the hill, look to the right-hand side. Not going to be quite close enough, I think. It looks like Andretti United going to hold on to the lead for now.
Yeah, they were pushed into those channels, didn't have much of a say in it, but I can tell you what, that was a very close thing for Faust. Now he's got vision problems. He can't really see where he's going. The Andretti United kicking up some sand, but this bit more compacted. They come round. It's a beautiful scene set as they swerve their way through the desert in Saudi Arabia like Dune riders. This was the concept all along, and my word, it looks absolutely brilliant out there. Can Faust close down Hansen?
Now we're on board further back.
This is Arlen Kotelinski taking on Bennett, JBXC. Now Bennett uses his hyperdrive to try and defend that place. Can he keep on going? It looks like he can, and I have to say it's RXR that are all over the back. Arlen Kotelinski really wants that place. Can she get it? Don't think so quite yet.
She tried, didn't she? Went all the way out to the gate at the edge. We haven't really seen anything of JBXC, so don't know how far they are back as Faust airs it out over the top, tucks it to the right-hand side. Now as late as you dare on the brakes into the switch zone, and Faust again is late on the brakes, Jenny. That's the second time on this run, and he's closed the gap up again massively.
I mean, that looked like free-falling on a ski slope. It was so close, really impressive. This is the battle for 3rd and 4th then, and you can see, I just think it was a little bit better entry from Arlen Kotelinski, and you can see this come in. It's like a little bit of bumping around, but she has managed to take it.
I think she broke the speed limit, Jenny. She had the nose of the car down, then you saw it fly back up and then go back down again.
So into the switch zone, you can see there are 5 bays. Driver comes out, they have to switch. Only 1 technician is allowed in that bay, and they must be in neutral before anyone else goes in. They're not in drive. This bit they're held for 45 seconds as a minimum. It will be Munnings taking over from Hansen in that battle for first place, and Gilmore taking over for Tanner Faust.
Quite a bit of time lost for McLaren. What's going on in the car? Emma Gilmore struggling to get the car away. So there's a problem for McLaren. They drop from P2 all the way down to P4. Oh no, that's an absolute disaster. So McLaren are stuck in there. They've dropped all the way down to the back of the pack now. Emma Gilmore desperately trying to reset the car. Oh, that's such a shame. I was really looking forward to a great fight between them.
Absolute heartbreak. But this is going to be a good battle between RXR and Excite Energy. We've seen Tamara Molinaro has been an absolute star this weekend, drafted in after their chosen driver, Clara Anderson, got COVID. Oh, they have managed to get underway in the McLaren. Well done, Emma Gilmore. Now you're going to have to just try and get out there and hunt everybody down. But Molinaro's had a really good session so far, and I'll be fascinated to see what she can do going up against Johan Kristoffersen, of all people, the reigning champion.
Yeah, Kristoffersen, of course, will have his eyes forward, and I think already has his eyes well forward on trying to close the gap down to Katie Munnings. Munnings with the visor down. She's got, I love her concentration face, really reminds me of Petter Solberg, you know, constantly working the mouth. It's just one of those things where you can tell she's in full race mode now. Continental Traction Challenge area, the track over at the back. I doubt she'll be focusing on that right now.
Well, she knows that Timmy Hansen, her teammate, has that, so she doesn't even need to try and challenge for it. All she's got to do is not clip the waypoint flag, which I thought she was going to do, get the car round, the Munnings mouth working at overtime, and Kristoffersen hunting her down.
The gap's come down massively. It's only 5.6 seconds. There it is visibly, you can see. She's got to try hard on the end of this lap, and Kristoffersen now uses his hyperdrive, full concentration mode, the 4-time World Rallycross champion and current Extreme E champion with RXR in the dust, absolutely lit. How close will he be?
My word, this is getting close as they come towards the end of this race, and I have to say, it is drama all the way. It's closing in all the time, 3.21 seconds now. Munnings has just got to keep ahead, but is she going to be able to do it? This is coming through to the final few turns, and this is one of the biggest challenges as you come down to this left.
This is the risky corner. She's lifted to keep it safe. Kristoffersen goes wide, lights it up now on the throttle, drops into the line that Lance Woolridge took. He's down deep, look to the left-hand side. Whereabouts is Katie Munnings and Andretti United? He rejoins the track. We can't see Katie. There she is. He's right on the back of her now. They're going to race down the hill. Kristoffersen jumps to the inside line. He's going to use the gas now, try and pass Munnings on the run down the hill. Side by side towards the finish line. Johan Kristoffersen for RXR, the reigning champion, shows his class. Nicks the victory at the line. Katie Munnings right behind. What a finish. That was epic.
Wow, he is absolutely buzzing, you can see. And look, the battle for third place now. It's Bennett and Molinaro coming down in Excite Energy, and then behind them is the JBXC team of Hansen and Taylor. My word, that was close as well, but congratulations to Bennett and Molinaro. They had a brilliant session out there.
Confirmation of the result at the end of qualifying. Logan Gutierrez for X44 take another top qualifier spot, still unbeaten. 3 cars through to each of the semi-finals, 2 will go through from each of those to the final. The Crazy Race has 4 cars, but only 1 car will go through to the main event.